If you've paid for online leads, then you know one of the biggest problems is the consistently bad lead quality. But this doesn't need to be the case. In 2026, AI and pre-qualification are the easiest ways to increase lead quality, saving you a ton of time and money, but not chasing tire kicker leads. So the AI tool I specifically use is something called Perspective. Now, what Perspective is a landing page and form builder that essentially pre-qualifies the leads based on your specific criteria on what you're looking for, and then will send messages depending on what type of lead comes into the pipeline. So this is called lead segmentation, meaning let's say that you have a new construction buyer, if you're a realtor, and they're going to be somebody who's looking for a home in the price range of $200,000 to $300,000, maybe a bit more than that, $400,000, let's say. You will have certain emails for that specific prospect comparative to someone who's looking for a home 1 million plus. And so when they select a certain option or criteria, this funnel builder is able to know this, and it's able to send those messages out accordingly. And it also has the ability to qualify and disqualify prospects as well. So even if they select certain options, and if that either combination or just a specific option that they choose is selected, it can completely just redirect them to the end of the page. They submit their email. You don't even end up getting it. And at the end of the day, you don't deal with disqualified leads. I want to cover exactly how I set up Perspective for my real estate clients. So let's just jump into it. You have to create an account. Honestly, I'll have the link below where you can just sign up. You get a 30% discount. And what you can do essentially is once you create an account, you just click on New Funnel here, and you can start by choosing a template. So there are a lot of different options and presets you can do. To be honest with you, depending on your offer, you're going to choose the template based on that. So if you're doing like a home evaluation, you could do property valuation. For the sake of the video, we're just going to choose appointment because most people are looking to book appointments coming in from paid ads or organic because you want to speak with people directly. You want to have in-person appointments eventually as well, and just go from there. So what you'll want to do is you can select new brand profile. You can literally put in your website URL or brand name, and then your target audience right into here. And so for example, for me, obviously I'm not an agent or I'm not a wholesaler, so I wouldn't do this, but you can input that information there, and then you can personalize the template here. So for example, I'll use one of my clients here, and basically we're going to be looking for homeowners looking to sell their home fast. And then just click generate profile. It's going to create the brand profile. Once you click and save the brand profile, then you can personalize the template and the funnel will be creating. So while it's creating, go grab a cup of coffee, whatever you're going to do. And then we're going to show you exactly what it looks like once the funnel is done. So now that the funnel's done being created, we can just click the preview button and we'll go here. And essentially this is what it looks like. So this is just the preview of the funnel. You're going to be able to edit any of this, but look at what it created with just AI and your website URL. It was able to identify the location and the radius that you target. It was able to identify the agent's name, your name, and then essentially what they do, and an entire form based around their ICP, their ideal customer profile. So the form is really the meat of the matter. Obviously, this is an optimized landing page. It has an expertise section, a comprehensive service breakdown. It has the step-by-step process on what's going to happen once you submit your information, and it has an FAQ section along with testimonials. This right here is an ideal landing page. It's got the subheadline or the avatar or call out, and it also has the headline here and then a subheadline. So this is completely structured properly. This is actually not an attention avatar. I don't know why I said that, but this is fine too. The main point here is that this is a landing page that is built out optimally. So if we start the form, as you can see, it has different questions. So what's your primary goal for selling? I'm trying to downsize. What's your current home value range? 400 to 800,000. What describes your situation? Let's say, again, you're looking to downsize. What's the ideal timeline for selling your home? I want to sell within 30 days because, I'm just urgently looking to sell. Ready to sell your home fast? Schedule your free consultation now. Then they would put their name, their email. You can add text as well. And then choose your preferred time now. And essentially, now they've booked in and you have them as a contact within your Perspective account. So if we exit out of the preview section, we have the contact section right here when someone submits their information. And this is where you'll be able to get their information and distribute it or whatever you want to do with their information, whether that's obviously reaching out to them, putting them in your CRM is really what I mean by distribution. And honestly, if you want to set up an integration with your CRM, you can do that right here in the apps section. So let's say, for example, you use Go High Level. What you can do is click on Go High Level, click Setup. And I already created an account, but you would add a new account. You'd log in with your information, and then it automatically syncs it. So let me just show you really quick how this works. Okay, so now once it's done syncing, essentially what you can do is map certain values and it imports it directly into Go High Level without having to use Zapier or anything like that. So what you can click on is mapping. Let's say, for example, you want to have their full name. You would input that in the name section of Go High Level, not last name, name. Let's say you want another entry. They have the questions. Are you ready to sell? And then what you can do is you would have to set up custom questions within Go High Level, but you can just assign these into the additional settings in your Go High Level account. And then you can see exactly what questions they answered. And then this makes it that much easier to have context when you actually talk to them on the appointment. So that's essentially how you would set it up with Go High Level. It's very easy, very, very simple to set up. You can even use something like Make, which is a free integration tool if your CRM doesn't automatically show up as one of these options. Or you can use Zapier as well. If you're not familiar, Zapier is just an API integration tool that integrates with any CRM practically known to man. So you could just go into Zapier, click create new contact within Perspective, and then you log into your CRM and it'll actually map that information and it'll transfer it automatically when a new lead comes in. The reason Perspective performs so much better than what current realtors are doing to qualify their leads is not because realtors are using their generic CRMs. It's not because Perspective has an AI build out tool that builds the form for you and does the heavy lifting for you. It's not even because of the form builder itself. It's because of its ability to have lead segmentation. When you send the relevant messaging to your ideal customer profile based on the things that they selected on the form, your conversion rates, your response rates are all going to boost over 400%. So I'm going to break down exactly how you can segment different messages using the Perspective tool based on the different answers that people selected in the form. So let's go. So when you hop into the editor, you can see, as I showed you before, you can literally change anything in here. But when you come down here, there is a little tab and a section here called Messages. You're going to click on this, click New Message. You're going to want to send a new email. And once you publish this, you'll be able to set rules. So let's say, for example, somebody answered and is selling their home within 30 days. You can have a specific message being sent out to that person because they selected 30 days. The same thing applies if someone, for example, so you have a new rule and their primary goal for selling was to manage an inherited property. You obviously want to have emails tailored towards someone who is managing an inherited property. You can also create entire sequences as well. So this is your first message. You can have a second message being sent out, let's say, let's say it has a 1-day delay, and you have a whole sequence of flows that touch on different pain points just to nurture and keep you more top of mind for a more extended amount of time. You can do that as well. So it covers every basis for sequences, for different messages based on different answers. And this is what's going to drive your conversion rates up in 2026. It's personalized messaging that feels real while still being able to do it at scale because you're having the AI and computer leverage do the heavy lifting for you. Now, on the flip side, I just want to show you what a generic email looks like. So what I literally see is something almost exactly like this. An email coming into my inbox, the subject being your real estate journey starts here, and it'll say like, hi, first name, thank you for reaching out. Whether you're looking to buy your dream home, sell your current property, or just explore your options, I'm here to help every step of the way. With years of experience in whatever market you're in, I specialize in helping first-time buyers find the perfect home, sellers get property for their top dollar for their property, investors uncover profitable opportunities, and families relocating to the area. The real estate market is changing. All of this stuff is a wide net covering just basically what you do, but not how you help someone who filled out the form in a specific niche scenario. And how would you feel if you got this message after filling out specific criteria and you're waiting on an answer from an agent or a wholesaler or anyone in the real estate space, and this is the email you get? You don't feel personalized. It doesn't feel like it's resonating with you. And this already is going to build a little bit of doubt. It's going to plant a seed of doubt, even if it's subconscious, into the prospect's mind. And it's going to make that much more effort have to be applied later on. Whereas this can all be alleviated in the beginning. You can nip this in the bud by just having personalized messaging that's going to apply to someone's specific scenario based on their specific criteria. Now, typically how I set up the qualification process is for YouTube ads specifically, because that's what I do at my agency. That being said, I recommend using these forms for a variety of other use cases other than just ads. Just some examples could be, let's say you have a generic IDX website that just collects their name, email, and phone number, and it doesn't even send out any email flows. Obviously, you can see that this is going to do that for you. Or another example could be something like organic content. If you post walkthrough tours on Instagram, or you have YouTube content breaking down, living in your market, this can funnel everybody that comes in, because especially if you have a lot of traction, you need to work with motivated, real prospects that aren't tire kickers, that aren't going to waste your time. And this is going to filter it out for you and do all that heavy lifting. And it's still going to maintain the quality and prestige of your brand, because you're actually resonating with the people coming through and you're not letting anybody slip through the cracks that is actually valuable to you. So that's exactly how I pre-qualify leads using AI. If you're interested in checking out Perspective to qualify leads for you, I've linked it in the description below. Aside from that, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.